Hey everyone, it's Mira Mangled.
And Chastity Valentino.
And welcome to another Mangled morning. Woo! Chastity Valentino.
Hey.
How are you?
I am here.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We're a little late this week. I was not feeling well this weekend. Did I tell you about my clavicle?
No.
I'll feel this real quick. Put your fingers.
Oh, yeah.
I told you about how I've been working on my roof. Mm-hmm. Well, I fell into my ladder. I didn't fall down the ladder, but I fell into the ladder.
Okay.
And did that to my clavicle. But what's crazy is that's kind of healed up like that. The bigger issue is, like, just everything hurts in this section again. So I had to finally, admit that that's a problem. Yeah. And start wearing my old, from 2 years ago.
Your rib brace.
Uh-huh.
Oh, God, yeah. I am a little sore today. I started talent rehearsal recently for my upcoming endeavor, and Mama's a little sore.
Well, speaking of upcoming endeavors, Season 7 of UK is going to be starting soon. Although we don't have a date, which is really bizarre, but it's typically the last Thursday of September. Yeah. But can you believe we have a Season 7 for another franchise? It's really insane. Cool. Plus, we'll talk about fan favorite eliminations on Brazil, on France, All-Stars, right before the finale, and, of course, Slation Royale. We didn't have a fan favorite go home, but we had a lot of drama during the girl groups.
Baby, the girls were growling.
That was an action-packed episode.
Yes, it was.
Before we get into all that, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like the video, and join the Patreon where you can see all kinds of additional content you can't see on YouTube. Plus, you're helping support the channel. Now, you can also support the channel by tipping on Venmo or Cash App, like Jesse S., who said $1 for each of your superstar picks. We did a non-elimination eight queens list, and I guess Jesse liked all my picks. Oh. Bruises on my thighs from all the content slaps. And then Scotty P just said, Mangle morning.
That's right.
I appreciate it, Scotty and Jesse. Now, of course, you can also tip using the YouTube thanks, which we'll go over some of those at the end of the video. I feel like I just did the intro so fast that I'm like, I have to be forgetting something.
No.
But I need
You're just spot on today.
Because I'm not in drag, too, and I've had time to think about it.
One take.
I've had time to just sit in pain and think about it. A lot of people were in pain thinking about Moon not making it to the finale.
That was really sad.
What did you think about, well, first of all, the roast in general, and
okay, to be fair, it's in French. So unless you're, like, really, really keeping up with the subtitles and all of that, I felt like it was...
I mean, I did, and, you know, it wasn't, like, the funniest roast.
No, it really wasn't.
I actually thought Ellipse was the funniest, and she was just safe.
The fact that Moon, like, it was like, I don't know, it seemed like it was way harder for Moon to pick this lineup than it should have been. Well,
also, she said out loud to us beforehand, too, that going after Mami Wada was not going to be a smart thing to do, and then she did it to herself. Mami Wada just is charm and personality.
Yeah.
And, like, she kind of set herself up to not succeed.
Yeah.
Also, I feel like Mami Wada straight up was telling her, like, I don't want to send you home today. Like, she was going to save her, and I feel like Moon told her to not do that.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Do you think it was the right choice to send Moon, or for Moon to be cut?
I mean, at the end of the day, the day's got to end. And
the moon has to rise. Sun has to set.
And the moon has to rise. And
that sounds like, though, she should be winning.
I know. Her moon did not rise. So.
I feel like she might be, if they do a congeniality, because they're doing a live finale. First ever All-Star finale.
Live finale.
If they do a congeniality again, she'll win that again.
Yeah, I could totally see that. I don't know. I just feel like out of everybody we have left, there's a couple that, like, you know, Moon could have been interchangeable with.
I would have preferred her in the finale over Paige. But also when it comes down to track record, at the end of the day,
Paige and Mami Wada,
she wasn't going to win. You know.
Those are my top two right there. That's like
really
that's going to be Paige or Mami Wada.
Mami Wada has 3 wins, but also she won all of her lip syncs, so yes. She's the only one with 3 badges. Ellipse, 3 wins, 2 badges, and then the other 2 I think have 1 badge each. Misty also has 3 wins, and then Paige 2 wins.
Yeah.
So they're, like, pretty stacked. I mean, they've pretty much dominated the whole competition. I just want Mami Wada to win. I don't have a second. But I feel like
it looks like that's what's going to happen.
I could see Ellipse winning as well.
Yeah. I mean, to me, Misty is the one that's mostly, like, interchangeable with Moon.
I was surprised she was top 2 this week.
Yeah.
I thought that, it would have been one of them out.
Well, I mean, she was top. It was like, you know, the numbers are small, so, like, you can only be here or here, so.
And, I mean, because Moon did never get on the board. Not that I necessarily... Like, I didn't agree with how all the wins played out this season, but I couldn't have seen her winning any more than one.
Yeah.
You know?
I think we recapped the one together where we were like, I could have saw her winning this week. And she was just safe, I think.
But I still think that it was a success story. You know, I feel like a lot of people think, like, you don't have any wins, you don't make it all the way through. I think the way they told stories this season, she still got to grow, and we got to know her so much more. And
showcase her talent.
Yeah, I don't see it like that. But
and she made it to the week before the finale. Like,
right, she made it, and she'll probably... It's a live finale, so I'm sure she'll be there.
Yeah.
So she's going to be in every episode. Yeah.
And I could definitely see her being Miss Congeniality.
Yeah. Moving on to Brazil. We're not quite to the finale yet, but we did do a Lollapalooza.
Why does Brazil feel like it's dragging?
Well, because they started the same exact week. Same day, same week.
Yeah, but
Brazil has just as many queens, yet more episodes. That's why. Like, because it should be wrapping up the same week as Brazil. Or as France. Yeah. Well, and now that they sent the frontrunner home for the season, it's kind of like, okay, well, I guess we're starting all over. Is kind of how it feels like to me.
Yeah, but let's start from scratch. We
had just gotten someone to come forward as a frontrunner.
Yeah. They're leading the pack, and then they're like, you know what? Turns out you dropped the ball this week. We're going to send you home.
And, like, I agree with all the... Because for the Lollapalooza, the way they did it was they have the girls that won their lip syncs get to vote to save someone from the bottom. And all the girls that won their first round, I agree. Like, all the people that won their lip syncs, I agreed with them winning the lip syncs.
Mm-hmm.
But they were just the RuPaul songs. It didn't feel particularly special.
Yeah.
I was really surprised at how long and how much we saw the judges deliberate on the bottom three.
There was a lot.
And I was surprised at how they, like, called out that Ruby was their favorite. Belky was called safe, and we had Adora, the front runner of the competition, and Ruby down there, which I love Ruby, too. I was like, well, Ruby's not going home. They just said how much they loved her.
Yeah.
It just felt very, like...
staged or
no, it felt, I don't even know
staged.
Right, I don't even know what the right phrasing would be, because, like, it was clear they have a
just
favorite.
favoritism.
Yeah,
just
and also like they were talking about her performance in the lip sync that she had lost in that first round, and I didn't see that.
Yeah,
like she did win the final lip sync against Adora, and they saved Belky because she was sick, which we didn't know. That was information we did not know about.
We were not privy to that information. It all was really weird for this episode.
It all felt funky.
Yeah.
It all felt like... a lot of people in the Patreon chat as we were watching it were like, it feels like we've entered a different timeline or something.
Yeah.
Like, it feels like
Are we watching the right thing?
It feels like I don't know, something went off the rails. But now we have a top 5, and it's pretty even across the board.
Yeah, it's pretty even across the board.
I would say that Ruby has the edge, though, because the judges have told us
she's the favorite.
To hear about how she's the favorite.
And so...
And she's one of my favorites, but...
Is she now the front runner?
I think so.
Yeah?
Yeah. We got to hear how much they love her.
But is she... my thing is...
I think she's...
To me, it's a level playing field from watching, but... inside the competition, like, to me, she's not the front runner because she's been slaying it so hard. She's just the front runner because she's their favorite.
Well, and then, like, Melina, who has 0 wins still, she's actually been the most consistent.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I have no clue.
Sometimes consistency wins the pageant, so...
Sometimes, though, it also falls into forgettable.
That, too.
Like, you never had a standout moment, not even once. You gotta pop for me a little.
Gotta make it pop.
Pop that thing.
Oh.
I'm gonna show you how to make your man say,
oh.
Christina Milian. The feelings were popping over on Slaysian Royale. And
I feel like this was a setup from the get-up.
Well, Khianna wins the mini challenge again.
Again. So Khianna has now won 2 mini challenges and a Maxi.
And so she got to decide
but
the girl groups.
Not just get to decide the girl groups. She got to pick her entire group. Like, and what?
I love how, like, at first she's picking them one by one, and then she goes, yeah, I just saw the Philippine girls. I'm like, yeah, please just do that.
Yeah, because we could tell.
We could see what was happening. Like, it just felt silly.
And it literally turned into, it felt
like this was the plan.
But is this going to be the entire season? Is the Filipino girls versus the international girls?
I hope not.
It feels like that's where we're headed.
I mean, the thing is, as soon as they did that, it's like, the Philippine girls are going to slay this. Like, we knew that they were going to be better. And they did. Oh, they ate it up.
Did.
They absolutely ate it up. Something Wong thought she was eating it up with that choreo. She was the drama of the episode.
I want to know who informed her that she was a choreographer.
Well, no one wanted to do it.
No.
And her and Kitty decided to work together, one person blocking and one person doing choreo, which really is hard to separate because they couldn't figure that out.
As a choreographer.
Right, please tell us. Because I thought that made no sense.
It didn't.
No.
It also, a lot of it made no sense. Actually, the entire thing of it made no sense.
It kept changing.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, at the mirror, before they even get to the main stage, something Wong tells Yuha, you're the reason why we had to do that over and over again.
Yeah.
Like, you're the weak link. And so then it was funny, too, that at the main stage, of course, they asked. That felt very like, okay, so this just happened in the workroom. Bring this up and let's talk about this on the main stage.
Let's dive deep.
Because otherwise there was no reason for that.
Yeah.
But it was good drama.
It was good.
Something I would say that she could make a list of delusional queens in terms of being in her own fantasy.
She reminds me of the Joella of this season.
Oh, yeah. Very that.
Very that.
She's not seeing reality in any way.
Baby, when she hit that runway, all I said in my head was, come on, Teletubby, teleport us to Mars.
It was much more that than what I think she was trying to go for.
I don't know what she was going for.
What did you think about something Wong basically blaming Yuha for it? Because she kept saying,
I feel like something Wong was having trouble taking accountability.
Yeah.
Of, like, you were the lead of this group, and you failed.
What I thought was crazy, talking about the actual girl groups, why are you the only one not popping your hip with the choreo, and you're the choreographer? Like, I felt like she was actually...
She was the worst dancer out of the choreography that she choreographed.
And, like, they could have called that out, and they didn't. And I think that might have humbled her a little bit. But also, they did call out the fact that she did not lip sync to her own vocals.
Which is weird because, like, I also seen on the internet, she put out, like, a disclaimer that they didn't actually hear their track until they were on main stage, and they did it twice. And the first time she didn't lip sync it, the second time she did, and they didn't use that version.
And so she's saying that she didn't know it was going to be there. They never got to hear the track beforehand. That sounds crazy to me.
That's what she said.
Because how do you...
They did not get to hear the track, the finalized track, until they were on main stage.
Just seemed to be only her problem all night, all week.
Yeah. Like, lack of accountability. It's not me, it's them.
She's blaming Yuha.
Blame it on the Yuha, blame it on the edit.
Blame it on the Yuha, blame it on the edit. During that Untucked moment, you know, like, she just, like, sucks the energy out of, like, air out of the room. So I feel like it was good for her to go for that. But I was shocked that she went barefoot and bald.
Back to the main
stage. She
stage.
said, I am not putting my shoes back on or a wig back on.
I think she knew she was going home, and she said, I'm not getting up in the gig to go home.
I'm glad for the group that she's going, because I feel like they get to start with fresh energy now.
Yeah.
Like, she was really dominating the energy in the room. Is what
and
it feels like.
Not in a well way.
Not in a positive, yeah. Not a positive influence. Let's talk about the good, though, because the Philippine group was...
Slayed it. First of all, their choreography was sickening. Like, that was something that you'd think they practiced for weeks on weeks. Like, it was good.
The complete opposite in every way from the other group.
I don't know why. They gave me construction zone vibes, though, and I lived.
Well, and I didn't like how they... Like, I don't mind their looks being the neon, but I did not like that the background matched them.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it would be hard to see what they even were doing or what they look like, because the background matched their looks too well.
And I think...
They get a little too out of hand with the screens, like doing too much on the background screens.
They also looked 10 times better simply because of the group that went before them.
That part, too.
Like, they were so bad that all they had to do was come out and be together. Like, be in sync.
Just have it,
Just have it together. But they exceeded the expectation, in my opinion. Like, from what I could gather from their verses and raps, and, like, it was all good.
You could hear it all sounded good.
They looked the part.
Khianna, when she jumped up in the air to do the split, I literally was like, I jumped back because I was like, how is she? I didn't know how she was going to land from that.
I honestly thought that Khianna should have been in the top and not just safe.
Do you know why? And I have a theory as to why I think that is. I don't think she knew her lyrics that well.
Oh, well,
I think they were protecting her in the edit.
That, and I feel like it was going to be like Khianna's Drag Race, because you know, you've won the first 2 mini challenges, then the first Maxi, and then the second Maxi. Like, also, like, what does the future lie ahead for her? Is this going to fizzle out, or are you going to maintain this trajectory that you already have? Because you're coming in hot.
Well, so yeah, so far with performance and look, I'm trying to think how she did in terms of, like, comedy and, you know, challenges like that. But next week is a design challenge, and she's going to slay that, too. Yeah. But, man, it really did, like, I thought I was going to have a palpitation when she flew up in the air. I was like, she's going to die.
This is it. Goodbye.
I feel like I've never seen anyone jump up that high in the air with, like, backwards on their back and, like, land safely.
Yeah. I don't know.
It was wild to me.
To me, the standouts of this episode were literally Khianna and Something Wong, and
for very different reasons.
For very polar opposite reasons.
I wasn't surprised that Venus or Arizona was in the top, but I thought for sure Khianna was going to be up there too. Especially when you talk about Runway too. We're going to look at that.
Some of those runways were knockouts, and some of them
were.
I was like,
yeah.
I did enjoy the simplicity of the fishing net with the fish jumping.
And the fish did move.
Yeah, the fish moved and flopped. And
she looked like the Virgin Mary.
But at first when she walked out, I was like, what the hell is happening? And
I
then
liked it when she dropped. Yeah.
When she dropped it and the fish started flopping, I was like, okay, that's kind of sickening. That's kind of tea.
It looked like she just needed the baby to be like Virgin Mary.
Arizona. I only liked the top half of hers. Like, I didn't like the bottom half. I didn't like what was going on. The, like, little pencil skirt.
And the shoe.
And the shoe with the fishnets. Like, I wasn't a fan. But the top was sickening. But I feel like it should have been a gown that came all the way down.
I agree. And I think because Khianna's was the look.
Oh, baby.
Like, it was the
You can't top it. But there were some nasty looks on the runway for this.
So this is the Philippine group. So we got Arizona, Venus, Brigadine, and then the two that were safe were... Did you notice they put, like, all the white looks safe?
Right.
It was Khianna and Bernie, because when they were all sitting back there, I'm like, they're all in white. But also, I love that they eat every time. They're always eating. Yeah. The safe girls are always eating.
So... Khianna's look, obviously, tea.
Yeah. Bernie's was a little big on her.
Bernie's was...
Because that's a tiny little woman, you know?
And I didn't really see what was moving on it.
I think the skirt...
I think the skirt moved, but now, Miss Thing right here...
Which one?
With the feathers that were just doing like this... I didn't really care for this.
Oh, Brigadine?
Yeah,
I didn't either.
It wasn't given.
It was giving me Sunset Boulevard, very, like, old Hollywood, but, like, I didn't understand why she was doing it.
It didn't turn it for me.
I was surprised she was in the top.
Yeah.
Like, I felt like that was we just didn't want to put...
And don't get me wrong, I love the construction of the gown and the...
No, it's great.
And the mirrors and things.
But why?
But as a whole, I was just like...
And it didn't make sense on her to me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree with you on Arizona. The shoe...
yeah, from the waist down, it's just not very
feels like it's just, an afterthought. To have so much detail and like... Feels like so intentional with everything else.
Yeah, and to have that much detail and then that be an afterthought and then...
It's like she already had her lip sync shoe on.
Yeah, but then to stand next to somebody who has the simplicity of just a net and fish. Like, she didn't overthink it.
Right.
Like, how simplistic, but also, like, show-stopping.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and just rely on the beauty.
Yeah.
And then we have our international girls. I actually think that all the safe girls, their looks were great. I actually think all their looks were good. Kitty's a real, like, silent, she's not, like, standing out, but her looks are actually pretty good.
But you don't want to, like, counter out.
Right, because this was an incredible look.
Oh, my goodness.
And her headpiece opened up.
When she got to the runway and it just opened up, and then the carousels going around.
Right. Oh. It was really cool.
I loved it.
And Suki looked like she's ready to be crowned.
Okay. She looks like just $1 million right there. Like, it was the tea.
And then Siam, they were very nice to, like, keep the lights, like, to change the lights so you could see her look was glowing.
Yeah.
But that lip was scary.
It was scary. It's giving
like
me...
Edward, like, on...
It gave me jellyfish, though.
Very, very that.
Very jellyfish.
Suki's actually kind of gives jellyfish meets showgirl.
Yeah, like, I feel like it gives me more showgirl meets ballerina.
Okay. And our bottom three, I think, were correct in terms of the looks, too. Yes. They were definitely the bottom three for that.
Yeah.
I don't know which one's worse to me. Yuha's, because it made no damn sense, and she just wore those gloves last week. And they didn't make sense with the look last week, either.
But in her defense, her costume malfunctioned.
But the thing she was describing was a giant flag.
But we'll never know. Because it malfunctioned. But what she had, we do have to judge what we see.
Is she going to do that every week? Is that going to be like, well, what I had meant to bring? Next week she's designing something, so she can't do that.
She can't do that. And the Teletubby is now gone.
Which one is Julie's favorite?
Something Wong.
I'm going to go Yuha just because I didn't buy it.
I can't take this Teletubby look.
I feel like with some things, like, I know what she's going for. We've seen looks like that done, but it's just so poorly executed.
And the cheap velvet.
And no hip, no shape.
Girl.
Like, we've seen versions of that done better.
Yeah, Ornacia.
Right, or like Evie Oddly, I feel like did a beautiful one with like 3 boobs.
Yeah, I couldn't get with it. It was too distracting, and it just wasn't cute. And it kind of reminded me a little bit of Patrick Star, too, but red.
I could see that with that piece. Yeah. Moving on to UK Season 7, this promo theme. What did you think of the promo theme, the fairies and stones?
She was a fairy.
Someone in my, when I was doing the Meet the Queens on Patreon, someone said this is very Fabrielle-coded.
Very. Very. Fabrielle would live.
Although this is a little bit cutesier than Fabrielle.
I don't know. I think this would be right up her alley. She was a fairy.
I think so many people went literal with butterflies.
Yeah.
I don't think Fabrielle, because it is her brand, she could go a little...
Oh, she'd go all in.
She'd be the winner of this, yeah.
I think there were some good looks. There were some not so good looks.
I'm very happy that this year promos feel like someone put time and effort into them.
Yeah.
Because last year it was just like...
What's happening?
Smoke on... It was just a mess. It would just look like a mess. It does look like there's a ton of girls, though. There's only the normal 12, but... Man, they make it look like a lot.
A lot of them have a lot of drapery. They posed very...
Right. And then the color... There's a lot of colors happening.
And then RuPaul.
RuPaul in the middle standing there like she's Jesus.
Right.
Stigmata.
I'm trying to figure out why she didn't have, like... She didn't even attempt to butterfly or fairy. Or is she fairy godmother? Is that why she's overall fairy godmother?
Right. We're lucky that she matches the theme at all. Honestly.
We're lucky that she's there. Honestly.
Right. Hello. Standing on the water. Standing on the creek.
She is walking on water right there.
Right. It's her Jesus fantasy.
Okay.
And I live.
She has a God complex.
We're going to look at them 2 at a time, and we're just going to go alphabetically by first name. And we're going to start off with, actually, I think 2 of the stronger ones for me. Bones at the top, and then Bonnie and Clyde at the bottom.
So I like Bones. I like the look, but I also feel like it swallows her.
Yes. I think, and also, for me, this is one that looked better in the video than it does here. It looks a lot darker here.
Yeah.
And I think it's just because it's clashing with the theme. She's really the only one that looks like she's not on theme.
I wish that it was more cinched in the waist area, and just to give dimension, because now it kind of gives bug.
I could see that, yeah. She had the gray feathers at the bottom and the top and on the side, like all the little feathers.
The party hats on the top.
All that is, like, I feel like unnecessary, especially at the neck. It just makes her, it's just like leaves no room to breathe.
But the party hat shoulders.
I don't care. That reminds me of Derek Barry's Tin Man.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about it. It reminds me of a bug, though.
Really, honestly, she was the prettiest one.
Wait. Maybe I'm just looking at this funny. Maybe those are wings. Maybe those aren't party hat shoulders.
Oh, and they're like, because she's Bones, that's all that would be left is Yeah. But still, I think the feathers are just...
There's a lot happening here.
Because the pieces were actually really beautiful.
Nice legs. She has nice legs.
And I'm telling you, she was the prettiest.
Yeah, she's painted for the background.
I actually think that Bonnie was one of the best beats as well. I feel like this picture actually doesn't do it justice. She was one that made me feel okay, she's gonna know. She's gonna know what she's doing.
I don't feel that.
This look doesn't sell me on that, but her personality did in the video.
Yeah, okay. She's gonna be a fun time gal.
I think she was one of the Irish gals.
But she was. This look ain't it.
I'm not crazy about it. She was one of, I guess, what I'm thinking about is she was personality stand out for me.
Okay.
But the look is not giving me, the look doesn't, there wasn't a lot of these looks, I think, with the theme. It's hard.
It's hard to really knock it out of the park with this.
It's not one I'm not crazy about most of the looks, honestly. So let's continue on. Next, we got Catrin Feelings and Chai Tea Grande.
Why is she Reminds me of one of the fairy godmothers on
very that
Sleeping Beauty.
She looks very nice.
Yeah, I don't know why her foot is hiked up like that. Like that's just an odd angle to have your foot, but
right, it should be angled different.
Yeah, it should be pointed, not flexed. But and
it should be off to the side or something.
Does she have on earrings?
Yeah, she does.
Okay,
yeah.
We had to zoom in.
UK typically yes, but we are in Europe. Misty didn't have them all the way up until the end.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine. It is giving very standard fairy godmother realness.
Yeah.
Chai tea. It's one of the more interesting.
It's intriguing. It's edgy, but elegant, but different.
The glove is kind of like, it takes me out of the fantasy a little.
Yeah, the glove's a little distracting.
Because it doesn't feel like it's with the same.
Surprisingly, I'm a fan of the hair, though.
The hair is kind of cool. I wish her eyebrows, because the hair is up, angled, I wish her makeup was also angled up.
Yeah, instead of just out, it came up, into this.
That was kind of a thing I was noticing with some folks. Their look and the hair and all that they were wearing, maybe their makeup didn't necessarily match that.
Yeah. They didn't paint for the look. Next,
we got Elle, Vosque, and Nyongbella.
I am into this little chiffon moment. It's giving me very...
No, she's beat.
Very Egyptian fairy.
I don't understand the fabric around the midsection and how it's
I like the draping.
On. I like the draping, but I don't like how it's stapled onto the bodysuit.
I don't like it should be, I feel like it should probably be gathered more to drape.
And then at the top, at the bust, it just ends, But the hair was cool. I do remember thinking...
The hair's sickening, and her makeup's angled up.
Right. The hair that's dangling all needed to be brushed.
Yeah.
I didn't understand why that was a little messy.
I think because that natural hair texture is really in right now.
No, maybe, that's not what it was.
I'm just saying that's what's in. But this looks like it was human hair that just wasn't flat ironed or brushed. Yeah. I think her fishnet is a little too dark for her.
I just don't understand the whole nude bodysuit. The way it's structured, what she's going for. I just didn't get it.
Yeah. I think her fishnet's a little too dark.
It is.
Hair's nice. I like the drapery. But it's just kind of
if you're doing a nude bodysuit, why would you wear a dark...
Your fishnet should probably match.
And she said body, Nyongbella at the bottom. This ponytail was sickening.
Okay, it's ponytail season.
Yeah, it sure is. Oh, you could do feedback. You like my style.
Yeah, that's sexy.
I mean, it's very simple. Very, very simple.
It's very simple. And she looks so tiny and petite.
She was.
She's very beautiful.
But she is itty-bitty. And her makeup was stunning, too.
I like this hair.
The hair is really the statement piece.
She has very pretty, red skin tones to me.
Warm, yeah.
It's very warm. And, I don't know, I feel like this costume, though, is very meh.
It's, very on the nose with the theme.
Yeah, it's very on the nose, but I also feel like it...
Her showing her body actually makes more of a statement than most of these looks do, to be real. Next, we've got Paige 3 and Pasty. It looks like pasty.
Prostate.
Pasty.
Paisley.
Neither one of those sounds right. Pasty?
Well, all I can say is Paige 3, it's my favorite.
That's your favorite?
That's my favorite look. Yeah, it's sickening to me. I don't think it's really on brand, but it's my favorite look. She looks more like a superhero to me.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of what I would probably do. But
she looks like she belongs on the Avengers.
It does look better here than it did in the video, but also her nude illusion was just not anywhere near.
So what we're gathering is that nude illusion in the UK is not...
On this day, it was rough.
It was rough. Because she looks like she needs the fishnet that Miss Thing had on.
She's got the boot strap.
Yeah, but those boots are nasty.
But it's just a boot cover.
It's sickening.
It matches well, though.
It's sickening.
And then... Is it pasty? I like the idea, and I like how it's structured, but butterfly wings in general are, for some reason, hard not to make look cheap. Even if they are nice.
But the whole look looks cheap.
I think the corset looked nice, but...
I'm not buying none of it. I think she looks like she just started drag 2 months ago.
Damn. Also, I think this is like a nude illusion.
It is.
This is all attached.
Yeah. She looks like... This looks like...
It wasn't great.
A drag queen Etsy starter kit.
You think?
Yeah.
She seemed fun.
You know what? You are into energy this season, aren't you?
Well,
you're like,
all I have to go off of is the look and what they say. Also, the Meet the Queens is just never a good way to get to know the people.
But she does look fun.
But see, also,
who's your favorite?
Her makeup is angled up, but
not well.
It still doesn't match the look to me at all.
It's
like
not
the hair,
angled up well.
The hair feels like it should be bigger or something different.
She got the last minute call.
Oh, you made it. Go, girl.
Get out there.
Up next, we got Sally Trademark and Silllexa Diction.
Sally, I like it. It's creative. It is cute.
And it looks better here in this picture than it did in the video.
I'm not a fan of the shoe.
No, the shoe definitely feels like, at least it matches the hair, I guess. It's purple. But the her makeup, I feel like I felt like it could have been more.
I feel like they all attempted to wing their makeup out, but they had not mastered the art of the wing. Honesty hour. I can't wing my eye. Like dramatically like that. Like I can't wing my eye out. I've tried. It's not for everybody.
People used to make fun of me when I would do it, so I stopped doing it.
And now everybody does it.
The look, with how cool it was, with how edgy or, fresh.
Yeah.
The hair and the...
fresh, avant-garde. Like, I could see Chloe wearing this.
Right. But I feel like there was something with her makeup that... It looks better here than it did in the video, but it just didn't match up. And then I don't remember Silllexa, and I don't remember seeing this look at all. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, I like it.
I can't really tell what's happening. I see the feathers at the ends of this back piece.
What is with them putting feathers on the points of stuff? Like, let me just drop a feather there.
Maybe they were all getting their looks ready, and then, one girl added the feathers at the ends, and then they all started adding feathers.
But even in this picture, it...
doesn't add value.
Even with them editing it, it still screams breastplate. But I like the concept.
And she looks fierce.
Yeah, she looks like she could be a fierce competitor.
And then finally, Tayris Mongardi and Viola. Tayris's promo looks a million times better than it did in the video.
And it don't look good here.
I think it actually looks kind of cool here, but also in the video she's sitting like this in the dress.
Very dude-like.
I'm like, oh, you can't. You have to just cross at the ankle when this
cross at the ankle
look to be classy. I think it's cool looking here, but she looked like she needed more hip in the video, and she is angled very, very. You're making this exact face in the thing. That's your least favorite out of all those?
That's my least favorite.
I appreciate that she went for something different, too.
I do like her hair, though.
Yeah, I like this as an idea.
The rest of it, throw it in the trash.
Viola's is very...
Viola's is very, pageant girl presentation.
She made me think of, in Mama's Family? Mm-hmm. The daughter-in-law that wears the yellow dresses all the time. This is very her at a pageant.
Very
the ruffle.
Very that.
Very the ruffle.
She gives me pageant girl tease.
She has a wing eyeliner, too.
She's got that winged eyeliner. It's angled up like it should be.
I feel like your makeup should show your eyes off. Your eyes should be this, I
always say that your eyes, your hands, and your mouth are the most important features.
Your hands?
Yes, the way you perform with your hands.
Oh, perform with your hands.
There are some lady boys, and gender nonconforming friends who have very feminine hands, and I don't necessarily think that you need a nail. However, some of us have dude hands, and you need to put a nail on that because it's kind of scary coming at you from a feminine feature. And
some people though do it wrong, where they manage to put a nail on their hand that makes it look like more of a mitt.
Yeah.
How'd you do that?
Or put it up here on the skin, and you're like, why is that way up there like that?
Yeah.
But a nail do feminize the hand. You have to be able to perform with your hands, your mouth, and your eyes.
If you have less expression in makeup than you do without makeup, to me that's a problem.
Less expression in makeup than you do without makeup?
Yeah. If you can emote more with your eyes and your mouth out of drag than in drag, I think that's a problem.
Oh, I agree.
I did not pick a favorite or least favorite.
You did not?
I would have to pick Bones as my favorite. In the video, I thought her look looked so cool, and it doesn't look that dark. It just looks different. The feathers still need to come off. But to me, it was the coolest look.
Pluck the chicken.
Well, now it's time to take a look at our YouTube thanks. And up first, our girl Julia coming through for us with the thanks. Thank you, Julia. Next, Jay said, first-time tipper, long-time follower. I absolutely love your commentary and hot takes on the show for years now. As y'all are speaking of rumored casts for season 18 and not having a Chicago queen, I have a conspiracy theory on why there has not been a Chicago queen since season 13, narrative-wise. The Roscoe's viewing parties have grown in popularity and has been a voice in revealing production woes. Well, you think as a form of retaliation, production has chosen not to cast girls from Chicago on a regular season, even Denali's unfavorable placement on All Stars 10. I think that is definitely, in my opinion, a conspiracy theory, and it wouldn't still be considered something that WoW would allow to be an official viewing party if it was that big of a problem.
Yeah. But they have...
but, like, I mean...
They've spilled some tea on there.
Right. Absolutely. Naisha, on a weekly basis, has got complaints. But also, like, if you look at how casting has gone, like, some seasons now, there's barely even anyone from New York, and there used to be 5 of them.
And
it's all Florida now.
What's crazy
it's all the South. It's like they've like migrated slowly with the people producing it.
You also have to remember, they have to cast where the people audition, and people aren't auditioning like they used to, because these things are coming out, and because the processes became so draggingly long to audition. Now we finally are we're deep enough in now that some of the girls that are auditioning don't necessarily do drag. And when I say that is like they started drag and their goal is to be on Drag Race.
Right.
But starting drag with the goal to be on Drag Race is like I started singing because I want to be on American Idol.
Right.
Like it just doesn't add up. So you have to.
But also like, yeah. You have to have a deeper passion for it outside of that.
Yeah.
Because, like, obviously now there's people born into it. Like, they're literally born into it. So, like, it's been on since they were small children.
Yeah.
But you still have to have, like, a passion for drag outside of, like, well, what are your influences for drag outside of Drag Race?
Because a lot of
girls can't answer that.
Can't answer that. You could say, who are your drag influences that have never been on RuPaul's Drag Race? And they can't tell you.
Some girls have nothing, which is shocking. But also, with the whole conspiracy theory for that, you could literally come up with something like that for any city that hasn't been cast in a while. Because again, the last 2-3 seasons, the amount of girls from Florida out of nowhere, like it's clear that there's some sort of thing that they want to focus on that has something to do with the South, and that's taken up the majority of the spots now in the last couple seasons.
But let's also talk about how still...
No one from our city at all.
St. Louis.
So what the conspiracy... like, again, yeah, you could make it for anything. Carson and TS wouldn't be guesting on it still if it was that. And, like, the realty is to those people that do the production and the casting probably have no clue, don't pay attention to any of that. Max said, "Hello, Mira and gorgeous queen sitting next to you. This Andra Wellman look is absolutely stunning. Thank you. Video idea... discussing the greatest what-ifs of the Drag Race universe. What if Benel Krim and Adorer didn't self-eliminate on their seasons? What if Willem hadn't been disqualified? What if Shay had won season 9? We did do a what-if video one time, but I can't remember what the themes were.
What if they didn't send home the front runner on Brazil?
Right, this week. Let us know in the comments below. But how do you think the changes would have affected the season and their careers? What if we got to see BB's lipstick? That's still just rumors. We still don't know. All the things we know, like think about that viewing party. All the stuff we do know that I don't want to know or need to know, yet I still don't know who was on BB's lipstick. Out of respect for Dela.
Okay.
Now I'm like, well, what did we talk about on the what ifs?
What if I had been casted on?
I feel like we have done a version of that.
We've talked about it.
All right.
I've never kept it a secret that I...
Which one did you get close to getting on? Wasn't there like one that you got really close?
Yeah, what season was Carrie Colby?
14.
Yep.
The last time I auditioned, I think, was 13. So, like, I'm one of those people that it's been 5 years, which is crazy. Time is weird.
I said last time was my last time, but I might have one more in me.
I might have one more round in me.
Might have one more for the rodeo.
Well, let us know what you think about Chesty doing one more for the rodeo. And what do you think about everything we discussed today? I'm not going to recap all that. It was a lot.
We talked
New
about
seasons,
it all.
old seasons, controversial eliminations, something wrong, all that and more. We're going to head out of here for now. I have one last thing to say today. Glad you got to see us. Bye. I just realized I'm wearing BB. I looked up at myself as I'm going by, and I'm like, oh, I got the bitch right here.